right, folks. Joining me here on set, the great Charlie Hurt, Washington Times opinion editor and Fox News contributor. Just as an aside, this is true. The CEA and OMB wrote a good report that basically said, you know, a modest rise in temperatures, Fahrenheit temperatures, over the next 100 years or so, 80 to 100, will have virtually no impact on the economy. Now, do you think Joe Biden has ever seen it, heard it, read about it? It's its own CEA.
I don't think no, I don't think he does. And I also don't think he cares, because this isn't about doing something to make it work. This is all about accumulating government power and figuring out ways to raise more tax dollars. They don't care about this. I don't even think they believe it. And by the way, you know, I'm sure that the temperature is ticked upwards, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't ticking up naturally. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing about it is that just because there's this economic fall off in some areas, you're going to have economic pickup in other areas. It's going to expand your growing where you can grow certain plants. That's a good thing.
And technologies will be invented, the private sector, if you leave it alone, incentives will create. That's what always happens. Bjorn Lomborg has said this for a long time. You know, you're exactly right. I love Coonan because he's an honest guy. I mean, that's the thing. Look, he served under Obama. He was Obama's top energy department scientist.
And he believes in the science.
That's
correct. And he uses the science.
That's correct.
He follows the science as opposed to trying to wrangle the science around to get whatever stupid policy agenda they're trying to jam down our throats.
We've spent, by some estimates, we've spent $6 trillion over the past 15 or 20 years.
We should have gotten in on this on the front end. Think about how rich we would be.
I know.
If we had
we're both in the wrong business. I've said that many times. There's the energy climate scam business is where we ought to be.
And also the climate crisis horror film is always going to outsell the whatever film you and I are coming up with that's like correct and true. And
optimism.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to be okay.
Yeah, nobody's going to go see our movie.
We're going to be okay.
They're all going to see the slasher horror flick about how we all die. And
all right, I want to switch gears. The Supreme Court has made its mark, I'm going to say, on freedom and responsibility. Important cases, Charlie: regulations, abortion, affirmative action, racial preference, religious freedom, 2 cases, and student loans. All this happening. It's really quite remarkable. Now, this is the Trump Supreme Court. I know it's the John Roberts Supreme Court, and I happen to like John Roberts personally, and I would argue, on the whole, he's done a good job. But these are Trump appointees who are driving the court towards religious freedom, towards pushing the regulatory state back, towards letting states' rights run affirmative action against racial preferences. This is a remarkable thing, and it's a Trump story in large part, is it not?
Oh, completely. And, you know, we can point to a lot of successes that Trump had, but there is no success more sterling than the Supreme Court. And when you look back at how many Republican presidents and Republican Senates have failed in this department, and they've spent their lives sort of devoted to it. And you had a guy like Donald Trump, who had never appointed a judge before, didn't really care that much about the issue, but he came in, and this fight has been going on for decades, and they said, okay, you can pick a constitutionalist who believes the Constitution means what it says, or you can pick some wacko who just wants to change the law from the bench. And Trump said, yeah, let's go with the constitutionalist. And the idea that you would put somebody on the court that didn't believe what the Constitution said what it means or means what it says was just baffling to him. And it was such a simple solution, like a lot of the problems we have in Washington, but it takes Donald Trump, who had the courage and the vision and the wisdom to walk in and just do the simple thing.
He made good on his promises.
And made good on all of his promises.
That's really something. And that, too, we were talking earlier with Brian Kilmeade about the policy positions. Trump's putting out a lot of great policy papers, serious policy papers, and it's showing up in the polls. People appreciate it. But this story is almost an underrated story.
Completely underrated. And the other thing that I think is important about this story is this was the area where President Trump had the most unfettered hand. There's some foreign policy stuff that he had a completely unfettered hand on. But he had one of the most unfettered hands. He didn't have to wait for other Republicans to come along. Didn't have to wait for Congress. The Congress obviously approved them or unapproved, didn't approve them. But this was where, when Trump was left to his widest, broadest devices, this is what he did. And it was a sterling success.
I know. It's going to be big impact in this election coming up. Charlie, I got to make room for Rick Perry. Thank you for coming. You're going on the 5.